This is your OG. I have a great show for y'all tonight, and I'm not going to hold y'all up. It will be a call-in show. I want to cover many things that I'm going to give y'all several things to think about tonight before we get into the phone calls. Because I really want y'all to actually think about this before y'all comment or call in. I really do. So, let me finish getting set up for one moment. And we're going to get going. I ain't going to hold y'all up tonight. I want to talk about the Carmelo Anthony verdict. From my own personal experience as a black father, that have had times where, cases have been involved. Hey, what's up, status? So we're going to talk about that. We're most definitely going to talk about the case. I want to talk about the father's reaction. Charleston White's reaction to dealing with the appeal. And what do you honestly think about it? What do you feel about it? So we will be going straight into the live call in. Let me check on this coffee brewing. Welcome all. Please hit that like button as you come in. Y'all know I need the support. Because it might get rough tonight. So any moderators here tonight, I appreciate your support tonight because it might get bumpy because I ain't here to sing Kumbaya. You telling me good evening, all good evening. I'm almost there. Y'all be patient with me. Be patient with me. And I'm going to need y'all all here because we're going to keep it 100 tonight. We're not going to move a crap. Starting to give y'all a few things to think about. Now check out. Being from the South for the last 30 years, I'm going to be honestly good to see you too, Status. I'm trying. I ain't going to lie to you, Status. As the head of household, as a father, as a husband, this has been the hardest thing I've ever had to endure and go through with and for my family is the loss of our child. Brother, this has been the financial toll. the financial toll. And is actual physical traumatic loss. That brings me to tonight's topic. I'm coming from the energy as I am empathetic to Watson's father. I understand the white man's anger directed at the whole Anthony family. I get that. I just don't get the racist epithets. I don't get where I get the anger because I get anger. My son has not been murdered a month ago. It ain't been a month. Ain't no way. Yeah, I got an overflow in there. A overflow. Being that I'm a father of okay, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that too. We're gonna open tonight doors tonight. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Now I gotta be racism that I've heard is I've heard it from him. So that and we're gonna touch on that too. Because people want to say, black people are being sensitive. But I'm gonna give y'all my own experience. All right, now this where I am with it. For the life of me, being a black man, a black father, for the life of me, I cannot understand. It's several things with the Anthony family, the mother, and it's forget the mother. for right now. I want to talk about the father, Carmelo's father, because he's a black man. He most of all should have understood what 12 white jurors mean to a black man or a black boy. I don't understand. I don't understand how they even went forward with the trial without seriously pointing this out before day one. There's no way I would have ever been comfortable with my son being tried by 12 Caucasians. No. Maybe it's because I'm from the Mississippi Delta. Hell no. Hell no. First mistake I saw. First thing that turned me off. Now maybe it's just me. I never would have, but I raised 5 sons. Never would I. Under no circumstances, like I say, maybe because I raised them in the South, maybe it's because I consider myself a Southern black gentleman. I don't know. A country OG, I don't know. Also, my point number 2, y'all, that I gotta be honest about. Where did the $675,000 go? And they saying they don't even have the money to pay for the appeal. Please hit that like button as you come in. I will be opening the phone lines in a bit. Let me know now what happened to all the money was raised, and is it true that they used a public defender to defend Carmelo Anthony after getting all this money? All right, let's get it cracking. You cannot call from a private number. The number is 662-392-0860. Please be cognizant that you are live and cursing. Let's talk if you call in, respectfully. Because see, I'm not here to get on necessarily the victim's father, because I do get the anger and the disgust for not just whoever the suspects are, but his entire family and their existence. I get that. I don't get that white man's racial epithet of using watermelon, and I don't get that. I lost all sympathy for the victim's family when his father started that racist shit. I gotta be honest about that. I had to. But now we not gonna bypass Carmelo Anthony's mother and father. I want to talk about this money and how they get their black Negro call. I want y'all to understand tonight, I'm not being funny, but Carmelo had a little exotic girlfriend with the parents' blessing. I'ma tell y'all black folks is running all up in this, talking about save them and do this and do that, and these folks done fucked off almost 700K. After 700K, what more do they need? Where's the money status? Hey Rebecca, how are you feeling today, love? How did you get through the services? I'm so glad you're here. I don't know, they said 700, they said $675,000 was raised for Carmelo Anthony. Already. Where's the money? Why they all over social media and shit crying about injustice, racism? Where's all that damn money? Also, y'all man, Charleston White, and it is not hard for me to be honest, has pulled his support from the Anthony family, citing they bullshit, them fucking over the money, and his Carmelo's dad just being a weak ass bitch ninja. I know it, Rebecca. I've never stopped crying, love. I've never stopped crying, so I feel you. I pray that God continue to keep you and keep you strong. My prayers are with you today, Rebecca. Glad you're here with me for a little while today to get away from me. Have you followed the call? I want to know, y'all, I honestly want to know, y'all, where's the money? And I'm waiting on the fans to come in and make this about race without answering the question for a black man. Because as of, if I had to answer it right now, I'm saying they don't need no fucking support. If them black if them black folks they're sat up on their ass and in 2 years spent 700K, fuck them. I said it. Sure did. If them ninjas done sat their black ass up in the house and done spent 700K in 2 years, fuck them all. Fuck Carmelo, fuck his daddy, and fuck his mama. And any stepchildren thereafter, fuck them. It's no way in the world they raise no 700K and use no public defender and say they ain't got no money for their boy's appeal. Say what you want about it, but I'm a victim of it. My son has not been murdered a month ago. So I get both sides of injustice and being a victim. I get both sides. Why would they even need him, status? Why would they need him? Is the question. I understand why the public defender took the case for the notoriety, for the publicity. But why did they put their son's life in this ninja's hand and know they had this kind of money? But see, we don't want to ask the hard questions. Indeed it was, Rebecca. Phone lines are open, 662-392-0360. I am your OG, he is me, and I am him. Please hit that like button as you come in. All contributions are appreciated. Hey, any jewels, cash app, help me continue on. Welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. I want to take the opportunity to tell you thank you. Y'all can take, y'all listen, it's 1,000,001 people live on YouTube tonight. Y'all could be anywhere, but y'all here with me, and from the bottom of my heart is y'all OG. Even if y'all don't know it, I take the opportunity to tell y'all thank y'all, and y'all are appreciated. And I work hard to give y'all the best, honest content according to my experience, strength, and hope that we get better. It's black folks, nobody else's, and that's where the problem lies. I want to share my experience, strength, and hope that we get better. I don't know your lifestyle. I speak on issues that affect us in our community. It's me as well. I truly want to know, what do y'all think the case went wrong? What was it? You ain't got to be scared. We respect the opinion here. What was it? Because I'm going to be honest about mine. Anytime you pit a black man, if you show me a black man going to trial, and you show me the jury makeup, and all of them are white folk, he gonna be found guilty. That's my opinion. Callie, how are you, Callie? Callie, Callie, send me some sugar. Callie, send me some sugar. I miss you too. Tonight, Callie, we want to address a sensitive topic in our community right now. And it has split our community. Thank you, love. Because I'm not even torn. I'm just being honest. I don't understand the father. I'm almost pissed off at the dad like Charleston White. I'm not pissed off to the point where I disrespect this man. But I'm pissed off at him like Charleston White. But I'm pissed off at Carmelo Anthony dad for different reasons. I'm trying to understand why Carmelo's dad didn't find 12 jurors that were of whiteness a problem. Why would you let your son, and this was South Carolina, so this wasn't no southern black man, What? So they really got that Negro wake-up call, y'all. They really did. They got that Negro wake-up call. They had to actually believe in white folks for to be okay with 12 jurors hearing their son case. They had to really love white folk. I don't mean no disrespect to white folk, but they had to really love white folk. Ain't no way in hell you gonna see me sit. You don't give me no 12 white jurors. Hell no. Hell no. Where is the daddy from? Hawaii or some damn well? And on top of that, stupidity. The rumor mill is saying that these people have already raised and received well over $600K. On a 2-year case. Ain't no way in the hell them black folks spent no $600K. Thank you so much, Callie. No $600K in no 2 years. And he had a public defender. Y'all better get in here and explain this shit to me. For real, for real. Y'all better get y'all ass in here and explain to me this Carmelo Anthony case. I need somebody to call in and explain this shit to me, because don't none of it make no damn sense from the defendant and his family standpoint. Please help this older Southern OG understand. The jury makeup, they didn't even contest the jury. I look back at the court proceedings at the very least to see where they at least posed some kind of point of contention with the history of black boys and white juries, black men and all white juries, just because of the history of that. I thought for sure there would be some contesting of that. Not none. They didn't contest it. They did not contest. They really had their head up in the white folks' ass. They really had their Negro wake-up call, y'all. Y'all may not like that or whatever. Here you go, son. Hold on, get some money. You got some smoke? Hold on. Where did little nigga go and they said they didn't have my kind of rib? That's be hard for me to think that. Get that 20 off of there and bring me your mama one. See how many square we got, see if she thinks she need another pack for tonight. Yeah, I need somebody from not even an intellectual standpoint, but somebody to call in. The number's in the pinned in the comments. Call in and give me a brief breakdown on how you saw the trial, because I saw it as doomed after 12 white folks sat on the jury. So like, all I wasn't white. Listen, Asians with white folks mean white folks. We're gonna get them. Well, you get this one. Asians and white people mean white people. Also, we already know the history of all white juries from the point that when district attorneys chose all white jury, they sent in a subliminal white message to white folks. This is on us, y'all. We gotta do this. I honestly believe that is a black Southern OG, that white people, white DAs, that's their language when they want to teach us a lesson. When they red flag go on to say ninjas doing too much, they call it an all-white jury. Where I'm from, guarantee we're going to teach your black ass a lesson. I don't know what the Anthonys were thinking. Let me know in the comments. I don't. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I don't get it. Sure don't. I don't. Also, y'all, briefly, we're not going to stay on it too long because I said I wasn't. I said I wasn't, but I got to speak on it. Now, I'm trying to fix something to add it. Also, y'all saw I was looking for that. Let me play that for y'all. Let me change that though right quick. I gotta let y'all listen to something. Claressa Shields been in the studio. I gotta add this if I'm gonna talk about it. All right. Hey, Alpha. Yeah, I just added her. Listen, y'all. Let me find that, play this for y'all. She just called herself doing a diss track, but check this out. Girl said she done stole a beat. Check this out.
Freestyle. Wishing bad on me is funny. Why? Because it's not gonna work. Run the circles on these bitches. Y'all can't keep up. So I just happened to click.
Oh, I gotta do that over.
Scrolling through Facebook, and I happened to see,
Hold on, let me let this start over, y'all. So I'm show y'all how real this shit is.
Scrolling through Facebook, and I happened to see Facebook, and I happened to see, Claressa Shields freestyling. Wishing bad on me is funny. Why? Because it's not gonna work. Run the circles on these bitches. Y'all can't keep up. So I just happened to click the video. You know what I'm saying? Remind you, I don't know her personally, but I was a fan of her. So, me, I'm just scrolling through my new feed, just looking at it. I click it, I hear my beat, I'm like, what the fuck? Wishing bad on me is funny. Why? Because it's not gonna work. Run the circles on these bitches. Y'all can't keep up. So, it pisses me off. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know about anybody else, but all my shit is copyrighted. Like I said, that beat is not.
This girl done stole the girl music, y'all. And plus on top of that, she's talking about Amanda Serrano. But check out what she said about Amanda.
I'm a fan of her. I didn't put on Amanda Serrano shirt when she was getting ready to fight. Like, this is way before any Jake Paul ever came in the picture. Like, I've always been a fan of Atlanta Serrano. And I want to be a 5-time division world champion. It's not going to be as many as her, but I still respect her, because how do you go from 118 to 140? It don't even make sense. I'm a fan of her. I even put on a Atlanta Serrano shirt when she was getting ready to fight. Like, this is way before any Jake Paul ever came in the picture. Like, I've always been a fan of Atlanta Serrano. And
So she always been a fan.
it's not gonna be as many as her, but I still respect her, because how do you go from 118?
Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. If there's ever a female that needs to check herself, it's Claressa Shields. I've never seen a black woman hate so many other women of all colors just because of her association with a man. This is sad, y'all. Now she hates Amanda Serrano guts. This was not long ago.
I'm a fan of her. I even put on a Amanda Serrano shirt when she was getting ready to fight. Like, this is way before any Jake Paul ever came in the picture. Like, I've always been a fan of Atlanta Serrano. And I want to be a 5-time division world champion. It's not going to be as many as her, but I still respect her, because how do you go from 118 to 140? It don't even make sense. I'm a fan of her.
This sad, y'all. Also, she's went and copied Remy in New York on the orange flavor this week. I knew for a fact she was gonna come out with the orange, burnt orange, like highlights at least in her hair. She went all the way, y'all. Tangerine, y'all. It's sick. It's sick. How do you feel about the Carmelo Anthony verdict? Let's see what we got here.
Ready to talk about Claressa.
Hey, what's up, love? Talk about whatever you want to talk about.
Borderline personality disorder or associative, whatever they call it. Listen, it's really sick. I watched the video today, OG. I was waiting on you to go live. I had this. I'm watching a video from the dude, right? So
Yeah.
he was, the subject of the content was how Remy disses are aging perfectly. So, you know, I'm a Remy Ma fan, so I watched it. So her first diss track, 1.3 by the way, is all coming to life. Everything up in there. And then, why did you have to go get the same hair color right after Claressa? God, listen, I understand you. How you gonna try to act like it's for the Knicks?
That's crazy. Not one. They can't even afford it.
Remy has not trademarked orange hair with black tips. She has not done that. Ain't nobody saying that. But Claressa, what you're doing is taunting, or you're trying to be in the algorithm like that girl just dropped that diss track. You did not like that diss track, did you? You didn't like that, did you? You didn't like feeling like that, and then now you really have nothing. OG, I told you weeks ago, almost months ago, I said, you're gonna be on Daddy. Weeks ago. Now look, this is really disgusting.
Listen, let me tell you something. Let me break this down for y'all. Let me break this down for y'all. Remy Ma made ESPN before Claressa Shields. I need y'all to understand that now. Remy Ma made the network ESPN before. Not went once viral off a couple of bars off of Papoose and Claressa, but several times back to back. And do y'all know that Pap ain't even get 10,000 views? He doesn't even have 5,000 views. Do y'all know that Pap doesn't even have 4,000 views on his latest diss track on Remy and Fat Joe and the Terror Squad? Nobody supports hating.
I mean, really getting opportunity. Ever since you left was already a song.
But how does a rapper grace a sports network and be given time before a heavyweight champion?
OG, we all trying to figure out the same question you asking. At this point, I'm with you. Pap need to bring his musty self on down to Mississippi so you can get him certified. What you said, 9 weeks or 9 months certified?
Depending on, listen, it'll start him off at anywhere from $14 to $15 an hour. He can make it down here. He can make it.
Wait. If he get a job, OG, won't that garnish?
Listen, this is the state of Mississippi. They can't get but up to 25% here. 1 day's pay. 1 day's pay. He can get up on his feet here. He can buy a $300,000 house for 80 grand here. He can get up on his feet here. And he don't have to be holding no damn Gucci purse for no woman.
What you think? Okay, now let's just get to the meat and potatoes. After Claressa gets done hosting this trash on Zeus, what could be her next step after this except social media work, reality TV? Because how can you go from hosting, I mean, you was already bad, but now people know you're bad. Like, nobody's associated with people like that. No boxer has ever just disgraced himself like this.
But I know where you're going with this, and I know a lot of people don't see this coming. But I see an opportunity on the horizon for her.
And what?
Amanda Serrano. I see a new light going off in her and Pap head. See, every time she see a big money opponent, she start tearing them down.
True.
See, it's a reason, but now, not 3 years ago, I played what she said about Amanda. Now all of a sudden, she hates Amanda. Hold on, let me find it again. I want you to hear this again, exactly what she said about Amanda in the beginning. Now all of a sudden, Amanda's a problem. See, she's too damn hungry for me.
I'm a fan of her. I even put on a Amanda Serrano shirt when she was getting ready to fight. Like, this is way before Jake Paul ever came in the picture. Like, I've always been a fan of Amanda Serrano. And I want to be a 5-time division world champion. And I know these men her, but I still respect her. Because how do you go from 118 to 140? It doesn't even make sense. I'm a fan of her. I ain't put on a Amanda Serrano.
How you go from a fan of hers to hating her like that and ain't shit changed? She said she wanted to be like Amanda Serrano not long ago, by contention, by belts. Those are her words from a past interview. I didn't change none of that. These are her words. It's all a money grab. But I can see this fight happening because of what Amanda really do deserve to knock her ass out. And if it's anybody out there, as of right now, that I give her half a chance of Claressa on her ass, is Amanda Serrano. I can't lie. Because if she get a chance, she gonna knock her ass out. Period. She's a knockout specialist. So it's gonna be depending on Win Promotions. And yeah, Papoose, can they make this happen? Bro, I don't want my jersey smelling like I don't want my jersey smelling like pussy. I don't want no stains or no smoke, no cigarette burns on that's my AI jersey song. You laughing, bro. You laughing now. When you gonna bring AI back home, bro?
Yeah.
Bring AI back early in the fucking morning, bro.
Yeah.
I'll make you beat me up over that, nephew.
Nah, he gotta do that.
Cause I can't fight.
I'm do right.
Yeah, you do right.
I guess.
I ain't no killer, but don't push me.
I appreciate it. Right there.
And be safe out there tonight.
All right.
That was wrong when you had too good a taste. Y'all should be borrowing OG shit.
This is crazy, OG. I thought I was blowed when I seen the flyer for baddies, and then when I
She
seen
went and dyed her entire head orange.
I just can't, and we just we gonna act like we forgot how she rushed up out the damn bed.
Oh, we gonna act like we don't see that.
To the fashion store, whatever store, was a Louis Vuitton.
But we gonna act like we don't see that? How do we act like we don't see Ribbon bust out with her orange and blue and red? She's actually getting checks for wearing these colors. She's getting promotions and advertisers. She's getting real money wearing this shit. How about Claressa sit in her living room or in somebody's living room and do the same color? Why, ladies? If this ain't obsession, it ain't what is. Can somebody help me understand?
Associative disorder or that thing where you listen. I don't know, OG is really sick. Somebody needs to 5150 her at this point because it's getting scary to the point I don't know if she's doing it. Are you purposely keep doing this stuff just to get attention, or is this really how you feel? Because if this is really what you're feeling you need to do, you really have a problem. And it's not funny. People overlook celebrities and mental illness. Oh, God.
And check this out, ladies, and I need ladies to hear me because this is OG lesson number 1 for tonight. If Claressa Shields' object is to pattern herself to look like and act like Remy, then shouldn't Pap just go on back home?
Yeah, you gotta be somebody else.
Because she's the original. Think about it now. Every time Remy went blue, she went blue. Remy went red, she went red. Now Remy go auburn orange, she goes orange. If Pap wanted to be with Claressa, see, that's her problem. She really do know Pap would go back if Remy would take his ass back. That's her fucking problem. Because there's no way in the world you can hate and despise somebody and every move and vibe they put out, you after. It makes no sense. We see you, Claressa. We see you getting the orange put in your hair in your bedroom, in your living room. After all, we see you, girl. You look sick.
It's pitiful, and then she wonder why people can't stop talking about it. We're laughing at you and concerned at this point. It's beyond more than we keeping up with being musty and being messy. Goes beyond being musty and messy.
Roll up, Precious.
Looking at you with concern now, like.
Come on, y'all. Come on now. Y'all ladies, now I know some of y'all have inadvertently wanted to give Claressa a chance just like I did, just because of her background and her history. But y'all, we got to get to the point where we got to admit, this heifer sick. She actually trying to be and look like something she's saying the man don't want to be with no more. Every damn move or dress or style or vibe Remy jump out with, she jump on.
Is sick. Even down to that wig that she wore. You remember she wore when she had on that green Louis Vuitton when she did that wig. Even that wig.
To the boots, y'all.
Wig that was similar to that, and it's like it's sick. It's funny, but it's sick.
To even the boots, y'all. It's getting scary now.
This is what I'm saying, but what could she go up in there? Like, I don't know if Claressa, listen, I don't think she gives people the right, listen.
That girl dangerous.
If she's trying to go up and get, listen, I'm a Remy Ma fan. The last thing you better, listen, I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj too, but you better ask them too what it's like to go back and forth with each other. They will really, like I said, I love Nicki. So don't nobody think I'm talking about Nicki. I love Nicki. I got Nicki perfume up here right now. She will eat her ass up on a diss track. Nicki hates she responded back to fucking Remy. It is sad. That's the last thing Claressa ever wants to do.
But did you hear the rap? Did you hear? And then it wasn't even her beats. She done got another girl beat that don't even know her and use them. Have you saw that? Hold on, let me play that for you. You didn't know that? Hold on, let me go back in here. Yeah, let me go back in here. The girl talking about Claressa using her copyrighted music. Hold on. It's all over. I'm telling you, I've been undercover all day for y'all.
I have been off YouTube all day. I just got a notification that you was live. Oh, I downloaded the YouTube so I'm able to comment in the chat now.
Here she go right here. Here she go. Here she go.
Going through Facebook, and I happen to see, Claressa Shields freestyling.
Wishing bad on me is funny. Why? Because it's not gonna work. We're in a circle on you bitches. Y'all can't keep up.
So I just happened to click the video. You know what I'm saying? Remind you, I don't know her personally, but I was sitting up. So I'm just scrolling through my little feed, just looking at it. I click it, I hear my beat. I'm like, what the fuck?
Wishing bad on me is funny. Why? Because it's not gonna work.
So,
With zero selling fees.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know about everybody else, but all my shit is
building chainsaws, bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't know about anybody else.
Gang of Lee on Facebook.
Like I said, that beat.
Yeah. She done stole her music. Done stole her beats. Trying to do a diss track too quick against Remy. Yeah. Yeah.
She gonna get her tail in trouble. She knows she ain't got no money to pay nobody.
Already done trying to release a quick diss track that don't sound worth a damn using somebody else's beat. You can't make this shit up.
Claressa. She needs to really rethink what she's doing. She gonna get herself in some trouble with that copyright stuff. It's not even funny. Get the money if you want to. You gonna lose a string of dang on income. And to be
Yeah, the girl from Flint. Yeah, Sonya, the girl, she from Flint too, I think. Welcome everybody. Excuse me, I was in here gossiping. Welcome everybody that's here. I'm sorry, come on, love.
I'm just saying, it's really disgusting, and she needs to reconsider her finances at this point.
What finances?
Well, she needs to cut that. Listen, can't nobody tell me Claressa don't have a makeup team and a stylist team.
She don't. She don't even have a cameraman. She done had 2 fights where she did her own actual stream and everything.
I ain't know she has a cameraman.
Go back to her last 2 fights. Her last win fight. She had her uncle or somebody holding the fucking camera for Franchon fight and the white girl. She ain't did now. She ain't even got a full-time camera person, and she making good money off of social media. Them people got too many. They got more bills than money. Them folk broke like me, girl. Them folks smoking. Girl, them folks smoking .5s just like me. Them folks ain't smoking gram.
No, you ain't on no .5.
I'll be damned.
If it's like that, then you need to get you a Barnes or a Bowl.
No, I need some help for when I need to re-up. I'm used to buying sevens, and I'm down to 3.5. Girl, I had some hardship going on. Yeah, I had to cut back.
You something else.
Girl, you know what I just went through? I ain't get back.
It's a journey. It's a work in progress.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, that was unforeseen expenses. So yeah, I done cut back on everything, love. I'm used to myself, my 7 packs. I hated leaving all them grams at the dispensary. I normally take them back with me. But yeah, we are constantly overlooking this woman, and this woman is sitting sick or emotional. That just ain't normal. Come on, Claressa. You ain't even from New York. You ain't even got no connections in New York. Don't nobody even like you in New York. Why on for you? Pap can't even afford the ticket. He pretending like he's stuck at the airport.
Oh my God! Listen, that was a good one. Where's that OG?
He ain't made it.
That was good.
He ain't gonna be there tonight. Ain't the game tonight. He ain't gonna be there tonight. With they broke ass. You know damn well they.
Back in the chat and give somebody else a chance to call. I'm finna be in the chat listening though.
Okay, love. Thank you for calling.
Look out for the comments.
Also tonight, people, what do you think? Phone line is open about the Carlo Anthony trial. Are you bitter with the verdict? Did you see it coming? Or you just don't give a damn? Did the victim's father go too far in his grief, in his anger? Let's talk about it, respectfully. Did Dylan's father go too far? He sounded at home with his racial tirade. I ain't gonna lie, he did. He sounded right at home. The watermelon and all that, he sounded at home. White people don't just wake up saying racist stuff overnight. I done told y'all, but hey, maybe that's the South in me. I tell y'all don't want to listen to me because I'm a Southern black man from Mississippi, and y'all just think that we ain't got no intellectual common sense or don't understand racism on all levels. But we the ones that know. They should never had a trial in the first place once they sat 12 white people to judge that black boy. Sure shouldn't. Phone lines are open, 662-392-0360. Have you listened to Papoose new diss track? What do you think of it? Phone lines are open. Or what the hell is bothering you today? So what's wrong with the daddy, Precious? Why would the father and mother be okay with 12 white people on their jury against their son? What were they living in, a black bubble? Because they damn sure just got their Negro wake-up call. I know damn well they didn't think that them 12 white people was going to find their son not guilty. There's no way. on, y'all. We got common black folks in. No, they wasn't under no kind of intimidation. They were being white people. They were being 12 white people trying a kid that killed a white kid. They were being typical. The white people were intimidated. They wasn't scared. They wasn't manipulated. They were not. That is white people language on teaching us a lesson. When white DAs call up 12 white people and say, y'all know what we got to do. When they see 12 white people, they saying to those 12 white people, y'all know what we got to do. These ninjas doing too much. That's all it was. Wasn't nothing wrong with them. They weren't scared of shit. No, I think they were living in a black bubble. I think that community, those schools, those white friendly, handful of friendly ass white people made them think they had made it like the damn Jefferson. They forget that white people gonna be white people in the end. I'm sorry, I'm from the South. I feel how I feel. I got a right to feel how I feel because of my experiences. I'm from the South. When you see, remember this, my love, when you see people, white people get together, the try black man or black woman, and the DA white, and he only see 12 white people on the jury, and he's okay with trying that black person with 12 white people, he already know all 12 of them, no matter what, gonna find that black person guilty. That's a given. Also, on the other coin, they also exclude any black people from a case they want to win, because they know a black person ain't gonna convict their own, they quit. Oh yeah, they call themselves putting us in our place. Let Negroes know y'all done did too much. Y'all put y'all hand on one of ours. Real talk. Real talk. Can't trust them, man. You can't listen. I had somebody on my last live because they want to act like it's me. And I only share my experience with white people. I don't know your experience with white people. And I'm not going to judge your experience with white people. But I'm not going to let y'all judge my experience with white people either. Now, from where I'm from, 100% of the time, when it's an all-white jury, that black man cooked. He fried. Ain't no in-between, it never have been. Ain't no maybe. Anytime 12 white jurors, where I'm from, the black man going down. Also, I've never seen white people put 12 white people on one jury. But on cases they wanted a guaranteed conviction. Rest on that one. I say that again. White people never choose 12 jurors that are white unless they want a guaranteed conviction. I sit on that one. Stay up off of that. Let me see if I get $5 if I spend all that. And I live in America too. So don't bring that America bullshit to me. I live in America too, Sonya. And I've lived in America all over America. And white folks been the same when it comes to 12 white jurors and a black man or a black person. If I'm wrong, come on, show me the case evidence. Show me the proof. The only time white people have actually chosen white jurors is to guarantee a conviction. That's a Negro they want to get bad. They don't go out of their way and see 12 white boys, 12 white folks for on one trial without motive. Y'all crazy as hell. Bring me some, Precious. And people want to be online pretending like some of us just manufacture racism because the man was found guilty. No. I hadn't even got into the facts of the case because y'all didn't want me to get into the facts of the case. Why? Because I didn't have no confidence in them having no fair trial when the 12 white folks signed up to judge you. Why would I want to watch something I know how it's going to turn out? I'm your OG, you just don't know it yet. Anytime you show me a black man being tried by 12 white people, I don't have to watch the trial to tell you how it's gonna turn out. Shit. Sound like to me, Carmelo Anthony and his folks living in a black bubble. And that Negro wake-up call done cost them 35 years and another young man's life. Because they actually believed that them white folks was going to treat them like equals in their community, in their criminal justice system. Y'all, I can't believe some of y'all black people. Tell me what y'all think the father was thinking. The actual father was thinking to sit his black ass in that trial and watch 12 white people sit there with their nose turned up at that young black boy. As long as that trial was, he didn't get it. He didn't see the signs. What kind of black folks is these Anthony people? Because it sounds like they kind of delusional. Also, can y'all tell me why Papoose, ladies, this track ain't getting no play, ain't getting no traction, ain't getting no motion? Have y'all noticed that? Let's go to his Instagram and see. Let's go to Pap Instagram. Let's go undercover and see. How many views he got so far. It ain't looking viral, y'all. It ain't looking viral. It is not looking viral. He gave it the right name though, backdoor. He just don't know what backdoor he talking about. No traction, no smoke. Nobody talking about it. Nobody talking about his ass. Got enough nerve. And see, that's what old soft, moist ass black men do. Now, because Fat Joe and her association with him done really help elevate Remy's career again. This song done breathed new extra life into Remy's career. Instead of Pap congratulating, he hating. Oh, hating ass, square ass ninja. Hey man, you can't make this up. They turned on, damn fool. If your wife got locked up, it's your damn place to take care and look after your wife. Wasn't no man supposed to do shit for Remy while she was locked up. Just like wasn't no woman supposed to have to do shit for you if you get locked up. The hell is he talking about? The hell is he talking about? They were supposed to be deserted her. It wasn't their damn place. She married you, fool. It was your job to hold her down. I hate to burst y'all bubble. But she don't owe you for that, bro. Hey, bro. See, y'all be married with a single person's mentality. See, Pap been playing single so long, he looked at his marriage as he being single. That's why he feel the way he feel now. He actually feel like his wife owed him something for being loyal and committed to her while she was locked up. Like he did something special. Damn fool, you signed up for that. You don't get no cookie for that. Y'all out here ambulances and fire trucks and everything. They have my nerves so shot every time I hear them. Pat wasn't pissed. Pat wasn't pissed. No, I didn't see that. But if Pap seen it, Pap wasn't pissed. Pap wasn't there. That's my problem with Claressa sitting her ass. All the qualities that she see in Pap ain't real. Pap wasn't a good husband. Pap isn't a good father. Pap isn't a good man. Pap isn't a good provider. Pap isn't a good rapper. All the shit she see in Pap is apples. Pap wasn't no good man, no good provider, no good husband, no good father, no good rapper. All those things she lying for him about, he failed in. Claressa Shields chose to be a groupie to a fake star. Just the truth. It is what it is, y'all. She's a fucking groupie for a fake ass star. Pat was the only person in the rap industry that answered her DM. And she gonna live to hate the Jesus she did that. I love you too, Precious. I really do. And if nobody's told y'all today that they love you, OG loves y'all and he appreciates y'all presence, y'all support, and y'all contributions to his small channel. He does. I couldn't continue this without y'all because honestly, I lost my voice for a few weeks after my son got killed, but I missed y'all so much that gave me an extra push to be able to at least start back to doing a little bit of content and a few lives here and there until I kind of got back my voice. I had lost my voice. If I had not missed y'all, Precious, you and Sonya and all y'all, if I had not have missed y'all, I probably would not have got my voice back. This just took its toll on OG. I ain't good every day, y'all. I don't lie, y'all. I am not a Superman. My children and my family is all I've ever had in my life, and only thing that I've ever asked God to allow me to keep is my family. I care about nothing else. And for to lose that, for to lose him under those circumstances, yeah, it took its toll on OG. It sure did. Yeah, she's slow, Precious. That's a good way to put it. Where I'm from, they call it slow. It was real easy. Listen, a woman with a different background, with a masculine presence in her life that wasn't on drugs and wasn't no sick person, a healthy-minded masculine man constantly in her life would have made a whole lot of difference in Claressa Shields' life. Claressa Shields does not even know what a masculine man is. She got a purse holder, and she just thinks Pap is the toughest thing since Tarzan. Yeah, she thinks Pap is the toughest thing since Tarzan. And we all know that's a damn lie. But that is an excellent way to put it. Because I would say that girl's just slow. That girl's slow. It come from the parents. It's hereditary. I saw her cousin. Listened to her cousin. I saw her sisters and her brothers. Listened to them. Friends. I've listened to their close friends. Everybody in their damn circle is toxic and fucked up in the head. I would not want no parts to that family on no end. Them folks fucked up. Them Shields, I've listened to the cousin, the sisters, the brothers, the friends. Ain't none of them folks right. None of them. Ain't no sense in me lying to y'all. Our whole family off their rockers. All of them need intense therapy, I suggest. Get a whole big hole, about 10 yellows of them short yellow school buses. Get about 10 of them short yellow school buses and load all their ass up and take all their ass to therapy. All their ass need intense therapy. I ain't lying. And no drugs and no alcohol. They don't even need to drink apple cider. I ain't lying. Them folks don't need to drink, smoke. Them folks need to go cold turkey. Get about, like I say, about 10 of them short yellow buses and make sure the lights work. Pick all their ass up and take their ass to therapy. Cause ain't nobody sane in their family. I ain't making this up. Go see the sister lady's video. Go see the cousin. Go see the brother. Go look at their pictures, how crazy their ass be standing there looking. Just stand there look crazy there, man. Ooh, Lord have mercy, man. Lord have mercy. Man, the folks all crazy, y'all. Ooh, Lord. Whole family. I saw the cousin. I don't know what she on. The cousin, like at Shalita, that's the big one. Look like she about 8 feet tall. The big Barney looking one with the afro. She about 8 feet tall. She stay looking mad like she ready to fight somebody. Stay talking about Claressa. I ain't saying shit else about. Thank you, Erica. How are you tonight? I ain't saying shit else about the house though. You can't take these folks serious, man. These folks stone off their rockers, man. Stone off their rockers. I've been working on this. Stone off their rockers, y'all. I can't get the horse to twirl though. I got the music back to playing. I don't know. I'll work on that tomorrow. I got 2 of them. I ain't lying, Judy. Judy, listen, Precious. The girl about 8 feet tall and stay mad. Can you imagine how her man wake up around her scared every day? If she got a man, I know he wake up scared every day. She mad every time she do a video. She stand there 8 feet tall, mad, with that big old ass afro, big old ass shoulder, point. Can't make this up. And then Shalita, well, which one is the sister? The old round, chubby looking one. Look like a vodka bottle. Look like she be drinking even when she ain't drinking. Yeah, that's the sister there. That's another old crazy heifer. Stone crazy. Be turning over them bottles and cussing and clowning. And all they talk about is fighting, y'all. That's it. Fighting. They love to fight. Look. Also tonight, not just Claressa, have you listened to Pap Lady's diss track, Judy? Have y'all heard it? Do y'all like it, Erica? Erica, have y'all heard the diss track? Also tonight, the phone lines are open, 662-392-0360 if you want to call in and say hi. Or talk about the Carmelo Anthony verdict, the family, the victims. What do you think? Did he get a fair shake? Did race play a part? What do you think? Who do you blame? Whose fault is it? 35 years. I can't say that's excessive because the young man is dead. I'm not going to say that. I don't have any opinion about the case. Why? Because I didn't watch the trial. I'm not going to sit there and lie to y'all. And y'all can honestly ask me, well, OG, why didn't you watch the trial? I'm a black man, a southern black man. If you tell me that a black man, young or old, is going to be tried for a serious offense against another white person, then on top of that, every jury is going to be white. And the judge is going to be white. And the district attorney is going to be white. No, I'm not going to watch that trial because I already feel like I know how it's going to turn out, just like it did. He's going to be found guilty. And he's going to get the maximum. He's going to be found guilty and he's going to get the maximum. Okay, that's her name, Brianna. She's the one crazy looking cootie cat. Oh, that's a crazy looking cootie cat. I couldn't be that man. I just couldn't wake up with no woman talking crazy and then looking crazy and always talking about fighting and carrying on. I don't like all that damn aggression. I like a feminine woman. I ain't never cared for no aggressive ass, verbally or physical aggressive ass black woman. No, be able to stand up for yourself, but that being a lifestyle of loudness, hell no. Hell no. Hell no. We ain't doing that. But y'all, why is Claressa Shields working so hard to be and look like Pap's wife when she said Pap don't want his wife? Can a woman answer that or call in and answer that for me? I know, right, Erica? You my type of lady, Erica. You're going to have to call me sometime, Erica. And listen, we're going to have to just jam it out one night. Me and you, just jam it out. You see that? I'm gonna even put some Al Green on. We're gonna jam it out, Erica. Because see, I am a father of 5 black sons. God rest in peace, my baby boy, my knee baby boy. But no, I wouldn't participate in a trial for none of my sons for a crime against a white man. And it's a white judge, a white DA, a white jury. And I for my black son to get, no. I don't know what type of black man this is. I don't know what kind of father this was. Then he's from the South too. I don't understand. Y'all help me understand. Phone line is open, 662-392-0360. Remy Ma goes orange, Claressa Shields go orange. Remy go blue, Claressa go blue. What's up with that, ladies? Is she a fan? Is she really Remy's #1 fan? That's all I can think of. Come on, we have to be honest. Claressa Shields has absolutely no connection to the New York Knickerbockers, New York City, the Bronx, nothing. So why would she dye her hair orange all of a sudden? I'll wait. What do you think, Erica? Oh, we're gonna speak the truth tonight. We ain't lying, we ain't playing, we ain't disrespecting neither. But we gonna speak the truth. Yeah. You know, with you, I don't know actually know the race of the people here tonight, but would you risk your son's freedom in the hands of 12 white jurors? Is there any black person in there feel like the justice system has came that far with black people that who in here that has a black son would be okay with their son's life being in the hands of 12 white jurors? Though she a clown stalker. And I hate that my previous champion done evolved into this. I remember the good old days talking about Claressa. And we were only talking about boxing. Yeah, and potential and future. I remember those good old times. That long time ago when she stepped out with that ninja. But yeah, would you, that's the question for tonight. Would you, I need y'all to listen, answer this. Would you trust your son, your black son's future in the hands of 12 white jurors? Let's see if we can start a poll. That's the question. Please answer the question there. Would you? I started a poll. I want to see how many of y'all would. How many of y'all, answer the question in poll, how many of y'all would trust your black son, Future, in the hands of a white Jew? Come on, we got more, we ain't got but one vote. I know we got more than one person in here. That case is 2 years old, Erica. That's a 2-year-old case. That's not quick. 2 years for a case like that, that's not. Two years is not fast, it's not slow. I mean, fast. And I don't know why that question actually bothers white people. See, when you question white people's motives, they become angry. Even though the DA knew that wasn't a good look. Even though the judge knew that wasn't a fair look. Even though the 12 white jurors know that wasn't a good look. They still proceeded with their trial and found him guilty and did the hurry up and gave him 35 years. And they didn't give a rat's ass how unfair it looked. And for the life of me, as a black Southern man, I don't understand Carmelo Anthony's father. He's been vocal and a part of his defense. It bothers me that they said that these people collected almost $700K and had a public defender representing this boy. It bothers me that they say they collected $700K and they don't even have the appeal bond money for the boy. That bothers me, y'all. Let me know in the comments or call in 662-392-0360. What bothers you about the Carmelo Anthony case? And I hope I can say this, Erica, without sounding racist, but that's what the white people's intention was, to go on and get this over with, break his ass off real proper, and keep it moving and don't look back. And that's exactly what they've done. And they playing like they are offended by the few of us that's pointing out the obvious. The trial should have never went on with a white DA a white jury and a white judge. It just shouldn't. They probably had a white baby. Everything, it was just snowing up in there. And because people were donating money, I think them black parents got caught up in some kind of fictitious, bogus ass celebrityism that they actually forgot about their son. And I'm pissed if they got that much money. Does anybody know in the comments, did the Anthonys actually get that much money? Does anybody out there know that for a fact? Because I've heard they raised close to $700K. I know it and I understand that, but listen, Erica, $700K, 2 years, even if he lost his job, the case is only 2 years. They said almost $700,000 was raised for Carmelo Anthony, and he had a public defender. Erica, where is that money? Where is that money, Erica? And they said on the show, on a podcast, that they do not have the appeal bond money. Lord have mercy, Erica knows she's pretty. Okay, Erica. Yeah, he lost his job, but how much was he making? For them to have to need $700,000 in 2 years. Come on, help me work this out, Erica. You seem to be the rational one in the chat tonight, so help me rationalize this. Right. I don't understand what you mean, FW, about white people dictating something. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember anybody saying nothing about white people dictating. What we were talking about that you might have missed is the fact that we are asking the question the question in the poll, as a black parent, would you trust a juror of 12 white people to deliver justice for your black son, husband, father, whatever? That's the question, FW. But come on, Precious, $700K, $700,000, y'all. Where did they move to? Beverly Hills? $700,000. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all that because y'all got a right to y'all opinion. So y'all feel like since he lost his job and they had took on threats and they got doxxed, that it actually took $700,000 for them to survive over these last 2 years. Okay. I don't believe it though. I don't think it took $700,000, y'all. I don't, I'm sorry. And the boy didn't even have a paid lawyer. I don't. I know the cost of living is up high, but no. I don't know what you're talking about, Rick Savage, and nobody's mad in here. Don't come in here making presumptions. Come in here and join the chat like the grown man that I think you are. Don't come in here assuming anything. Nobody in here mad. This is where we come and talk. If y'all don't want to talk, just go ahead on and say that and we'll block you now. We don't have no problem with blocking trolls. Just learn how to respect and have a grown person conversation or get your ass out of here. We don't have time. There are so many other channels that's up and going tonight where they love playing and disrespecting and all that. We don't do that here. We report trolling channels that have absolutely no subscribers but just go around harassing real channels. We also report and block here. So be careful. Nobody has time. Y'all got to go back to school on your own time. That's all. You just got to go back to school on your own time. This ain't the play. I ain't here to teach you. I'm your OG. You just don't know it yet. Y'all just think it's okay to keyboard gangsters and people that beg. Man, ain't nobody got time for that. Go play. Go play. This is where grown people come and have real grown people respectful conversations. We tolerate zero disrespect and trolling. Once we notice that's what you are out of here with a report. YouTube is not smiling on all these fake ass channels that's taking up space on their platform. I'm doing YouTube a favor when I report y'all, they say. They seriously encourage. I'm telling you, they seriously encourage content creators to report trolls because they really sick of trolls. Trolls just take up space on platforms just to be trolls, and ain't nothing in it for no creator or people that like content. So I stay reporting them. I don't care. I get time. I report them and then ban them. Okay, folks. Let me ask you this. Why are some people taking it in an offensive manner? Some black people was saying it like the truth. We've never even all white juries and judges for black people. What's wrong with asking that question? Why are they still practicing something that ain't never worked for the black man? Am I not allowed to question that system? Y'all do recognize the system of white judges, white DAs, and white juries always mean conviction for black people, but yet it's still being practiced, yet it's offensive for a black man to bring this up. How is that offensive? It's the fact. Go and figure it out and show me I'm wrong. Show me where all white jurors and judges and DAs are bringing cases against black men in particular and bringing favorable conclusions to the case. I'll wait, because we got a little bit of more time. If OG is being racist and wrong by just bringing up the fact that this has never worked for us. We've never gotten a fair share. We've never got justice on the day racial makeup. We've never racial makeup of a white jury and a white DA. If I'm lying, let's prove it in the chat now. Pull it up, I can pull it up, call it, I read it. And I eat crow tonight. But show me the percentages where it's at least fair. Show me where 30% of all white jury give favorable judgment in favor of black men. I give you 20%. Show me where 20% of all white jury come back with favorable judgments in favor of black men. Show me where 20% of it. Stop playing. We ain't making this up. And I'm going to tell you something. The white people in that community did not give a rat's ass about how it looked. Even though they know the history of the makeup of a white jury, a white DA, and a white judge, they did not give a damn about how it looked. To the point where in less than 48 hours, they had gave that boy 35 years and shaved his head and shipped his ass off. They moved him quicker than they transferred Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay. Okay, y'all didn't hear me. I say, not talking about his guilt or innocent vagabond. We talking about the jury makeup. So you don't want to talk about that, you just want to make it what? Talk to us. I want to hear your opinion. What do you mean by that, vagabond veteran? I'm talking about if you are a black parent, would you trust your black child in the hands of an all-white jury, an all-white judge, and an all-white DA, knowing the end result of that kind of racial makeup in a criminal trial? Would you? Answer that. No, vagabond, don't deflect. Answer the question. If you don't want to answer the question, fine. Would you trust, if you were black and had a black son, would you trust an all-white jury and a white judge and a white DA to get your son justice? I know you're not going to answer that. Y'all never do. Y'all rather deflect and disrespect. That's why the gap come in. Y'all don't know how to hold a conversation. Exactly, Precious. I don't know, Tank. They said the parents said yesterday they don't have the money for the appeal. OJ ain't got nothing to do with what I asked you. It was white and black people on the OJ Simpson trial. What are you talking about? If you don't want to talk about it, vagabond, that's fine, but don't come in here lying. The OJ Simpson trial had black, white, and Asians on the jury. Carmelo Anthony didn't have nothing. Stop. See, that's what y'all do. Y'all don't know how to have equally balanced, respectful conversation without insults and disrespect, veteran. What I asked veteran was, what's the history with black men with all white juries, an all white judge, a white judge, a white DA, and an all-white jury? What is America's history with the black man and an all-white judge, all-white jury, and a white DA? That's all I ask y'all. I hear you, Vaga. I appreciate your input if that's what you want to call it. You're not going to answer the question, I see that. So by not answering the question, I already got my answer, veteran. I do appreciate your input, but you don't have to answer that question, because by you not answering it, you did answer it. You know damn well if you was a black person. You know damn well, veteran, if you was a black person. Knowing the history of America with black men, with an all-white jury, a white judge in a white not want to face. If they with a bunch of white people, think they count as white. Yeah, Asians count as white when they with white folks. They want absolutely nothing to do with us. Yes, Lord, Asians count as white. They ain't going against no white man. You got one more time, Vagabond, you got one more time. You watch your mouth if you want to chat up in here. You ain't got now another time to talk out of turn with that slick disrespect. Now, I appreciate you being there, but you watch your damn mouth. Don't come up in this chat like you running nothing up in here. If your stance is so strong, go start your own channel where you can curse at people and talk any kind of way. Other than that, you finna get your ass up out of here if you don't watch your mouth. We don't need you here with that. Where you think you at? I'm gonna let you do the honor. I'm gonna let you do the honor, love. You can sleep his ass, Precious. You can sleep his ass now. He is from the beginning, and I'm honestly getting intolerable. He's getting intolerable, and I try and hold conversation with people that I think can be grown men and women, but he getting on my nerve now. He gonna have to go in a minute. He ain't got near another time. He can go somewhere else with that, or go start his own channel, because I've been there. We ain't up in here to lie for nobody. Now mind you now, veteran being covert racist and bigoted, and we ain't said one thing about it. I ain't discussed the case. I'm telling my truth as a black OG from the South. Where in the hell I would trust no all-white jury, no DA, and no white judge to try my black son. Hell no. Now if that piss white people off for telling the truth, they the one that done found us guilty 99.9% of the time. And they did to hurry up. Y'all, they found him guilty, sentenced him and shipped him off quicker than Jeffrey Dahmer. They had Jeffrey Dahmer in holding longer than that kid. They hurry shipped that kid off to prison. They done showed black folk what they wanted to show them. You don't put your hand on us. We don't care how scared you is. We don't care what the case is about. If you put your hand on one of us, your black ass going to prison. And we're going to do the hurry with you. Just like what they done. Now, white people don't want to hear that's the way they operate because they don't tell us that's the way they operate. But I don't live long enough to know that's how they do. They just do it. That's us get out there and threaten and hoop and holler and curse. Now, when white folks want to get you, they take you to court. They make it pay off. And Trayvon, they didn't do nothing when it came to Trayvon when the shoe was on the other foot, remember? Oh, okay. It was a whole different story though with Trayvon. But so what they want us to believe, it ain't about race. Skittles can be a weapon. But being twice somebody's side, potentially bullying them and scaring them is not. No, ain't no way in the world I would do that. Who in here? Once again, I posed the question that was in the comments. What black parent? Let's be honest tonight. The phone lines are open, pinned in the comment. 662-392-0360. What black parent? What black parent would be okay with their black son being tried for serious offense, being tried by an all-white cast, DA, judge, and jury? See what? They didn't care how it looked. They knew it didn't look right. They knew it didn't look right. They knew that jury and that judge and that DA wasn't a good look. They didn't give a damn. Now I'm going to tell y'all, we got a new sheriff in town as a moderator. They got my baby girl, Precious. She is not going to get it. I do not tell my moderators how to moderate. Please watch your language, watch your mouth, watch your typing, because I don't think she's going to be giving second chances like a lot. You know it. You know what's up, Precious. You know what time it is, love. So let's all keep getting along. Alright? Let's all keep getting along. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in. Support your OG. I am he and he is me. You just don't know it yet. Now mind you, every night I come in here, I'm not going to say something that going to make you feel good every night. But trust me, I always chalk it up to my heart. Not to my head. My intentions are always good in hopes of sharing my experience strength. That we just get better as a people. See things, elevate. Elevate is the word. Elevate. Why do you say that life of bluegrass music? Can you explain that, sir or ma'am? Phone lines are open, life of bluegrass. 662-392-0360. Why do you think Carmelo and his family were racist or are racist? Life of Bluegrass. Help us. I'm listening. Let's not deflect. Let's go back to your first statement, Bluegrass. Why do you feel Carmelo, what did they do or say that made you feel like they were racist? Because I hadn't seen anything that implied that. What have you saw Life of Bluegrass that make you feel like the Carmelos are racist? Let us know in the comment or call in. I had read that. What did they say? What did they say, Life? You need to call in, Life. You need to call in and talk to me instead of all that typing. Call me if you can. 662-392-0360. Bluegrass said he. Okay, but it didn't work though, Bluegrass. So if they played the race card, why didn't it work? Can you call me Life of Bluegrass? Because I really am interested in what you got to say, sir. Respect, no nothing, you got the floor. I really would like a different perspective on the Carmelo Anthony. On the verdict, not so much of Carmelo Anthony. How you think we got here? Ready to go? And then you know what, it is crazy because I'm like, I try and get my Caucasian brothers and sisters to call in, but they won't. But they'll say the craziest shit in the comments. And I'm like, listen, I'm trying to respect your opinion. As long as you're going to be honest. Would you be okay with a black judge, a black DA, and a black jury and your white son for a crime against a black person? I just be wanting them to be honest about what they're doing. You know, I asked y'all tonight, what does justice look like? What does justice look like? You gonna tell me a black kid sitting out there, excuse me, they're not precious. You gonna tell me that looks like justice? A black kid sitting out at the defense table with a black DA, with a white DA trying him, with a white judge and 12 jurors. How does that look like justice? For who? And he got found guilty. Y'all gonna honestly tell me that's how justice looks for black folks in America? Well, I'm here to tell y'all, if that's how justice looks like that, it's fucked up around him. If justice looks like a white judge, a white DA, and an all-white jury, justice is fucked up. And that's real talk. But they bring their ass in here. They say they silly shit. They say they silly shit. And they run off. They won't call in or explain their hate for us. Even discussing it. We ain't talked about the facts of the case, because honestly, I don't know shit about the facts of the case, because once they told me it was going to be snowing in there, I didn't watch damn day of it. You know it, Precious. I mean, I can't get no white person to answer that question. If I ask them what color does justice look like to them, they'll tell me justice don't have no color. But if excuse me. But if I tell them they justice gonna be if I tell a white person it's gonna be a black DA, a black blader, and a black jury, they gonna tell me I don't want no parts of that justice. That's the truth. I hadn't, Precious. I wouldn't be shocked. I did hear today through the grapevine, and I wasn't trying to say nothing, that Alicia and them is ready to serve her with some real paperwork on her lawsuit and everything. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I did get some email today where they was like, OG, I guarantee you she gonna get some paperwork real soon. I don't know. I hope not. She can't stand no more trouble. Also, she called herself running into somebody's studio doing another diss track. She did it so quick that she done used somebody's copyrighted beats. The girl already all over Facebook talking about it. So she just got a lot going on, and honestly, I don't celebrate it. I'm not gonna celebrate the Black Queen's downfall. She just done played herself like a million other young black women that thought they could manage wrong into right. And I tried to tell Claressa Shields a long time ago, right don't wrong nobody, and a lie don't care who tell it, and your ass is wrong. And if you don't stop, you're gonna risk your career. And her career is basically over. She has no value as a boxer, as a champion. She's worthless to any commercial business or vendor besides OnlyFans or maybe some kind of porn company or Zeus. You know, it's really not looking good for y'all. So I don't wish her no more ill. I can believe it. Precious, we was talking about it, you know it, a little while ago. I done watched and listened to the whole family including the brother. All them folks touched. All them folk need to be loaded in the little yellow school buses and taken to therapy. This ain't funny. This girl is actually mimicking somebody's wife. Every hair color Remy gets, she get. Every pair of tight boots Claressa get. Every tight dress or jean, she get everything. That's scary. This shit ain't funny no more. This ain't funny no more, y'all. This girl sick for real. This girl done went and dyed her hair orange. You just can't do that, man. And I still don't wish her no ill. I wish her no damn good neither. Has anybody did something, man? Y'all ain't gonna want to hear it again. If them people done spent $700,000 of money donated to help Carmelo Anthony, them folks don't need another dime from the public and fuck them. Sorry. I understand what y'all mean about he lost his job. I understand what y'all mean about they had to move to a safer location. But y'all, we are talking about over twice of $1 million. They say them folk collected almost $700,000 in less than 2 years. Now Charleston White said he bought him a car and gave the dad a job. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Charleston White said he hired the father to be his road manager. He bought him a car. And he said he too fucking with him. If he's telling the truth with his allegations, I truly understand. I got a problem with them too. I got a problem with a black man being okay with allowing this to happen and never voice his opinion till after the fact. Listen, y'all, he's a black man in the South. He saw what he saw in court. Where's his sixth sense as a black man? He couldn't sense the jig is up. He didn't see it snowing in there on his song. He didn't see that blizzard. He didn't see that white out. Man, I had to tell them people, y'all gotta stop this. He sat there and watched them people try his son with a smile or what on his face. See, I got so many questions. And the more the parents talk, the more questions I get. Because they said they ain't got no money for the appeal, y'all. What the money? When y'all said, well, they had to move and he lost his job. And I still say almost 700K, 700K is a lot of money to spend in 2 years. That's all I'm saying, Precious. That's all I'm saying. As a black man, Ain't no black mother would have said that, no single black mom. I'm sorry, and I mean no harm to my brothers. I'm a black man. But I don't know no single black mom that will go to court and see them many white people against her son and don't say shit. Real talk, y'all. Real talk. Real talk. No black woman I know. Oh man, something ain't right, man. Man, what them people do with their money, precious? And I'm gonna tell y'all something else I saw before. Them white people still mad at Carmelo Anthony folks. If them people got that much money, I hope they didn't miss that money off and pay taxes. Them people gonna be coming at them for that money. They coming. Precious is up and down. My other son just came back home. He been at home every other weekend. Just don't stay here, but we coming along. We praying. I can't measure how we doing because we've never been through this before. All I can tell you is that we praying every day. We doing what we have to do. We've getting back to work. One day at a time. Thank you for asking though, Precious. Thank you so much for asking. You always ask about OG and his family. I thank you for that. It still hurts a lot. And we still have no suspects arrested. So that's got me down too. No suspects. It's going on a month. And no suspects. So that still hurts. And this is a small town. We don't know whether we passing the people or not every day. We don't know whether we seeing the people that did this or not every day. So and I want to tell these ladies, I want to take any woman, especially one that might catch this here in replay, that I know a lot of y'all have gotten to the point where y'all are really burnt out, because I am, with Claressa Shields and Papoose. And I'm going to tell you why I stay on it. Because each and every day that I'm blessed to leave my home and come back, I still see some of y'all young ladies out here flirting with married older men. I still see y'all being with us. I still see y'all willing to take the risk to be with us. And I'm reminding y'all how y'all stupid y'all gonna look too. I'm just reminding y'all how y'all gonna wreck y'allself if y'all don't check y'allself too. I did not ask Claressa Shields to be the poster child of side chicks. But she chose that. Intentionally and willfully, she chose to be the poster child of side chicks. And I'm glad each and every day that her failure is one. It's being revealed, exposed, and shown each and every time she opens her mouth. So yeah, we continue to talk about it because it seems not to be sunk in. Cause why? Every side chick thinks she's special. Every side chick thinks she's better. Oh, Claressa Shields is not the only one. That's why we still talk about this. Because she is a reminder of how damn bad you gonna feel if you get yourself mixed up with an old, broke, lying ass like Claressa Shields did, and you may lose your entire blessed trying to do something that you shouldn't be doing in the first place. And I believe sometimes we get burned out because the truth stings a little lesser as we continue to talk about it. And it's hard to accept the fact that we got sisters that are side chicks, favorite cousins and aunties, and big mamas that are side chicks and been side chicks for 20 years, mamas. And so we get tired of talking about it because it makes us turn around and be like, damn, OG said you stupid too, Mom. OG said, sister, you ain't gonna get nothing but a wet ass from that dude. He ain't got nothing. He too old to be like he is. OG said by the time a man get that age, he's supposed to already been a maid, not trying to get there. And she is. And she's wearing the public down. She's wearing black folks down to the point where black people are truly tired of talking about her ass and pap, and I get it. And so I address more angles than just the affair. I also address how he valued her entire blessed career being with a married man. I let women know that look at this man's failures and realize how that energy done overtook taking Claressa's life. Meaning your man will become your failures. See, I use her as a stimulus test to gauge where y'all are and what y'all doing. Because some of y'all are Claressa Shields. Sad but true. And I ain't gonna stop loving y'all neither. I'm not gonna stop talking to y'all either until y'all pull your value up. I know shit happens. Listen, even love happens when you least expect it and probably even want or need it. Shit happens. But listen, when you look around and it don't feel good, it's because it's not good. And anything you got to hide and sneak around and do as an adult, or anything you're doing, 90% of the feedback you get is negative. Instead of blaming the 90% of people that care enough to tell you the truth, maybe you need to listen to that instead of the 10% of the people that's blowing smoke up your ass for whatever they can get out of you. Maybe. Maybe you won't be like the Carmelo Anthonys of the world that's living in a black bubble. I honestly believe this and I stand on it. I think that the Anthony family was living in a black bubble. From the way they floundered that money to the way they put on the defense. To the way they didn't even see the handwriting on the wall that there was an automatic guilty plea just from the cosmetic racial makeup of the trial itself, meaning the jury, the DA, and the judge, including the bailiff. History was against Carmelo from the jump before they even started the trial, and it's inexcusable that another black man will not see this happening. And no single black mother, a single black mom would never fall for that okie doke at a trial about her son. Hell no. Hell no. No. I know too many of them. Ain't no way in the hell they would have blew smoke up no single black mom's ass and she'd have sat up in no trial every day. Didn't get him no paid lawyer. And then sat there every day with an all-white jury. A white judge. A white DA. And a white baby. Snowing, blizzard, snowing like Alaska up in there. Ain't no way in the hell a black woman would have went for that shit. And I asked myself, how did that black man, how did that black father, was he so busy caught up in the money that he didn't even see the trial? Why didn't Carmelo, Anthony's father, see the trial for what it was down south? He down south like OG. Is there anybody out here in the comments that can give me a viable explanation on why this black man sat up in there with a public defender after having almost $700K for his son? They only donated the money for the trial. And he had a public defender, they say. And now, the only support he had by way of Charleston White, he said, fuck him. Charleston White said he over him. I believe so, Zebra. I agree with you. Zebra, being a father, I wouldn't be okay with going to trial every day, being in my son's corner, and seeing that kind of racial makeup against him. I couldn't. I had to say something. I would have. Maybe I'm too southern. I don't know, y'all. Maybe the South really done did my mental psyche bad when it comes to Caucasians on that. I don't know. That's not true, Zebra. So that was a paid lawyer. Okay, let me ask you something else, Zebra. Give me a thumbs up if you're listening. Let me ask you something else, Zebra. Give me a thumbs up if you're listening to me, sir. Is it true about the money? They saying that almost $700,000 have been raised for Carmelo Anthony over the last 2 years. Have you read or heard anything about that? And do you think that's true? Because they did a show yesterday where they said they didn't have the money for the appeal. So it's true, well, they say they ain't got the money for the appeal, Zebra. Well, Zebra, where the money? They said yesterday on a podcast crying that they do not have the money for the appeal. Well, why they saying they ain't got the money for the appeal? Well, where the money? Now that don't make no sense, even. So now they saying they ain't spent the money, but they did a podcast yesterday saying that they ain't got the appeal money. Oh, okay. They said it. White people didn't say this even. They said this on a podcast yesterday. White people didn't say this. I hope you're right. I hope you're right, bro. Because that boy need help. It's no way. They already dropped the ball. I hope they ain't messed off the money too. Cause I don't know where they got that lawyer from. I don't know where they got him from. But there's no way. Ain't never been no all-white jury let no black man go. Never. Especially in the South, y'all. I know a lot of y'all come up in New York, Virginia, Michigan, all up there. Listen, y'all, for us Southern black people, we'll cry when we see an all-white jury. Cry. We'll cry. So, you know, it's so many things. No, I hope not Precious. No, not her. She's so messy. No, they legal scholars. They don't need no mess. No, not Candy Matthews. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not her. Go do your, no. No. She gonna make shit worse. I hope they ain't finna bring no Candace Matthews down now. That's the last person they need. With that bullhorn, all that hooping and hollering and cursing and carrying on. She can't do that down there at that courthouse. She can't do that. I hope you're right, Zebra. I hope you're right, bro. I really do. So what went wrong in the case, Zebra? Why do you think, give me an honest answer, sir. Why do you think? Now you are welcome to call in, Zebra. The number is in the pinned in the comments. 662-392-0360. Why do you actually believe they found Carmelo guilty? Can you tell me that, Zebra? From your words, what was the nail in the coffin you think for you? She trouble, Precious. Trust me, she trouble. She is trouble. And because I'm not finna sit here and lie, I'm asking y'all for details on what y'all feel, close the case for him or whatever, because I didn't watch it once they said all them Caucasians on that jury. I already knew he was going to be found guilty. That's all she do though, Precious, is stir up mess without any result. All the so-called people, all she do is show up, make a voice, and move on to the next episode. She really just a YouTuber. She got a YouTube channel. She not gonna help this family. Not with the way she move. I'm sorry. She ain't no help. Not the way she operate. She walk around with a bullhorn, talking loud, cursing folks out, talking about them like a dog. This ain't that kind of party, man. These is judges and lawyers and police. They'll lock her ass up down there. She can't go down there picking at them white folks. She better not do that. She'll see. I'm telling y'all, with the way she acts, she better have some act right. All that old shit talking, man, the folk, man, ain't no way, man. That boy facing 35 years, man. They need serious people to come down there, man. They don't need nobody with no bull horn. They need somebody with some law degrees. Carmelo Anthony needs some legal minds. He don't need no social media influencers. That's what got his folks fucked up. Listening to Charleston White. Charleston White the one told him to go with the white folks. Now he mad. Listen, y'all. Charleston White doing all that talking, y'all. Charleston White the one told that man in the beginning, them white folks gonna take care, gonna do right. Man, them people just got their Negro wake-up call. Charleston White got his Negro wake-up call with the jury finding them guilty and the parents. They just got their Negro wake-up call. I don't care what nobody say. Even Charleston White had confidence in them white folks. I ain't have none of them. I'll stand on that. And you can't trust them folks, man. I don't know why they thought they could. I don't know why they thought they could trust them. That's some straight bullshit, though. On all of them. Yeah, Charleston White told him. Told him he ain't need no black folks on the jury. You know, I hate to laugh. Now Charleston say, fuck them. Charleston White done helped them folks fuck that case up. And now he said, fuck them. You can't make this up. He told them. Go with that white jury. They ain't gonna let you down, bro. These ain't the same time. These folks lawyers and doctors and stuff. Yeah. It ain't it the same one. Ain't but one of her. They already let Charleston White fuck them up. Yeah. See, y'all ain't ready for that conversation on who told them about that great idea about that all-white jury, Charleston White. Ooh, Charleston White wrong for that. Charleston White told them people get an all-white jury. They gonna do them right, and now the white folk, they found them guilty. Charleston White get mad. He don't like being wrong about white folk. Well, you're wrong this time. Oh, Lord, y'all, I want to thank y'all for being here tonight. Thank y'all for coming here. Y'all could have been anywhere, but y'all chose to be here tonight, and I want to thank y'all. I'm going to try and go tomorrow. It's Sunday. I'm going to try and get me some Sunday dinner going and try and get everything out the way early. And hopefully I can get a live stream going. Zebra, thank you for your input tonight. Precious, thank you for being here for me. Sonya and everybody else, as y'all leave, if y'all hit that like button and support our OG in his 100% real live streams. I am out of